Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of you really like to live in 2020 on repeat, and I'm gonna need all of you to get in a time machine and travel to the present day, because a bitch is tired, okay? Here's the thing. I've already dealt with this as it was happening, not like I hid it. I was going through a rough time in 2019 to 2020 until about the spring. Then I was no longer going through a rough time, except there's a lot of people that seem to really want me to be going through a rough time this whole time, and I'm gonna need it to stop because it results in weird things like what has been happening with Russ. Now, Russ has been attacking me non-stop on his Twitter for a week now, and although I was told about it, I didn't bother checking it out until after I got off a live stream that I was on with Negs in DC where I confronted Russ. Why? Because I hurt their feelings?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
And I just have some things that I want to say, then hopefully everybody can move on, because again, bitch is tired. So as I stated, Russ has been making these little videos to me on his Twitter, and I don't think these are in order, I'm sorry, so please do look at the date. I think we should watch one of these and pay close attention to what he says.
Okay, hello again, everybody. It's Russ here with yet another one. Yeah, Donnie Darko. Okay, but anyway, Donnie Darko aside, I now have some more things that I'd like to say about, about the video Worst of the Internet just dropped earlier on Queen of Karma, right? She knows she's lying. Beth has always been a known liar, okay? Beth has always been a known liar. Beth will never be able to get out of her feelings when it comes to CJ. And that's why she has continued to attack Valkyrie420, Val, who I don't know much about. Okay, but it's like, you need to get over yourself. Okay, you need to get over yourself. And that's it. That's all I have to say. Before I go, one step forward and two steps back. Nobody gets too far like that. One step forward and two steps back. Da da da. This kind of dance can never last. Tune in tonight for Worst of the Internet Dragon Queen of Karma again, 7 o'clock. Goodbye.
Russ states that I've been on my channel and that I have been obsessing, allegedly, over Realstream News, RSN, or CJ as he'll later call him, Val, or Valkyrie420, who was once also known as Maybe Val's Crazy, and allegedly also Worst of the Internet, WOTI, who I have never ever covered once. So I am showing you my videos and my live streams to show you that I have not been covering these people at all. In fact, the last time that I spoke about Valkyrie was to wish her a happy birthday a year ago. I believe it was even longer than that. But this all came about because Worst of the Internet actually demanded that I delete a bunch of lies about him and Val off my channel when I had been ignoring them for a year, even though Val's entire channel is dedicated to me, has always been dedicated to me, and she's been chasing me around the internet trying to get my attention for years. And she streams about me all the time. I'm supposed to just ignore it while she goes off about me. I'm pretty sure that she hasn't even brought me up much, and I think that she was going on a break because unfortunately she was going through some stuff. So let's continue on with Russ's, or Illusionist Rebel's, weird videos about me, telling me to leave people alone that I haven't cared about for over a year.
It's Russ here with yet another one as per usual. Ha ha ha. Okay, so today, I'm gonna go over, what's going on with Beth. To keep everybody updated, because Worst of the Internet's going to be streaming later tonight about Beth. So, I'll, get everybody up to speed before that happens. Okay, 1 hour ago, Reap the Truth, a simple way to protect yourself from MLMs, cults, and scams. Ever clicked on a link and wondered, is this legit or just another trap? With so many flashy websites and persuasive videos out there, especially from MLMs, cults, or self-proclaimed gurus, we need tools that help us spot red flags fast. Enter the REAP model, a quick, easy way to evaluate online content and keep yourself safe from deception. What does REAP stand for? R, read the URL. Sketchy sites often look legit, but their web addresses tell a different story. MLMs and cults sometimes use misleading domain names to appear credible. Ask, is the URL professional and trustworthy? Is it trying to imitate a real news outlet or organization? E, examine the content. Look closely. Is it full of bold claims, stock photos, or emotional buzzwords like freedom, miracle, or hidden truth? That's often a red flag. Ask, does this content rely on hype or fear instead of facts? A, ask about the author. Cults and MLMs often hide behind vague titles like coach, thought leader, or anonymous posts. Real experts are transparent. Ask, who wrote this? Can I verify their credentials and past work? The purpose of the content. Why does this site or video exist? To inform you or to recruit, convert, or sell to you? If the goal is persuasion instead of education, proceed with caution. Ask, is this trying to help me or influence me? Why the REAP model matters. You don't need to be a tech wizard to spot shady content. With just a few quick checks, the REAP method helps you avoid the digital traps laid by manipulative groups. MLMs and cults use the internet to look legitimate and lure in the vulnerable. But when you slow down and reap before you click and give yourself a chance to think critically and walk away. Always reap before you believe. Okay. Oh, here's something else that's interesting real quick. Okay, once again, let me make this very clear. I want nothing to do with anyone who exposed my abuse on this platform before I chose to speak about it myself, especially while I was still going through a court case and trying to survive real life trauma. Dragging me into online drama during that time and taking it into the real world was harmful beyond words. I don't understand why this is so hard for some people to grasp. If you are still associating with those who played a role in that, I do not want you in my space. That includes responding to your videos, messages, or attempts to clear the air. I shouldn't have to explain or justify this. It should be a given. Not to mention, I am well aware of who these people are. Their identities are not hidden, and this has been going on since 2019. So I am well aware of my own situation. Any further dismissal of my situation or people questioning my knowledge about my own stalkers will also be dismissed, as once again, I am well aware of who they are and won't be gaslit anymore. From this point forward, I will dismiss anyone who is tied to those people. That is my boundary and that is my right. The end. All right. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Are you gonna lie some more? You gonna lie some more? Are you gonna continue to lie? Are you gonna continue to lie about Val and worst of the internet? We all know you are. We all know you are. All right. Yeah, she's never gonna stop reeing. So I will see you guys later. Bye. But what I would like to talk about right now, and then I'm going to do another farms reading, is okay. The lie that was thrown around about me and worst of the internet, me sending sexually explicit stuff to worst of the internet. I will 100% attest to the fact that I have never spoken to WOTI privately at all. Period. I've only been in chat. That's it. And I know for a fact that, worst of the internet can attest to that. We have never privately messaged at all, period. Period, end. But this is just more garbage that these degenerates like to throw around, and I am so sick of it. So with that being said, real quick, another thing I'd like to say is I'm going to address K. Petty. Russ, I'm not the one. I have people in my DMs who send me all sorts of shit all the time, despite what all of you may think. Nobody's sending Russ anything. Yes, whenever somebody talks shit about me, it gets sent to me, whether you all like it or not. Okay? No,
You're dying for
no,
attention.
no.
I agree,
Russ, I have a
Queen.
question.
Mhm.
Hey,
Why should I say?
Beth, you want to know what else is creepy? Your weird obsession with RSN. Why don't you leave CJ alone? Are you ever going to leave CJ alone? You ever
Okay,
going to get
who's
over
that?
him?
Me?
No, not you, Beth.
Oh,
Queen of Karma.
Yes, I'm talking to Queen of Karma. You ever going to get over him? He's clearly over you. He hasn't talked about you in ages. Moist Fupa. You know, Google image a baby that is like 6
I
months
love
old.
how when you're asked something serious, you just immediately start attacking people emotionally. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting tactic.
She was obsessed with the dude for a very long
Well,
time.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's not up here.
And you know what? You know
what
what?
It does. It does. What does it change? You know that. What does it change? What does it do? What does it do? What does it change?
I would
what
like to,
does it change for you?
Can you let me speak for 1 minute? Oh, he's muted. Uh-oh. Okay, so, Queen of Karma, why did you condone your friends sexually harassing me, sending me sexually harassing emails?
It doesn't seem like her problem.
It isn't her problem. What does she have to do with it? If it even happened.
It did happen.
Which I
I've shown
doubt.
proof that it happened. No, there's proof that it happened. I still have the emails, DC.
There's proof. We just never show it.
I've shared the emails with everybody. No, your weird friend Susie Quinn, or whatever the fuck her name was, emailed me out of nowhere asking me all sorts of stupid ass shit about Tragic and everything else when I didn't even ask for that. I never gave that person my email address. I didn't ask for anybody to email me out of the blue like that. And what did you do? You did a video about me and Negs and attacked me over it. That's what you did. Didn't correct her or nothing. Oh, if he doxes her, we're going to have some problems. Like, fuck out of here.
You know, Russ, it's what
she started it.
That lady or that person that posted that about the picture of the baby. You know, I worked with a woman who lied about being pregnant, and she got a ton of money from people in the office, and she carried on with that lie. And the way she was caught was that she uploaded or she sent around a picture of a baby claiming to be a newborn, right? The baby was about 6 or 7 months old, had pierced ears. And that's when she was caught. That's when people realized that she had been lying about the pregnancy. This is exactly what you did, Russ. You found a picture of an unrelated child. You posted it on Twitter. And I'm sorry, but that is an indication that there is something that is not right with you. That there's something very off about it. Very off.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
From day one, you have always thought that there was something wrong with me. So what is your fucking point?
You're deflecting again.
Hi, Russ.
Hi.
Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth. How you doing?
Somebody's
echoing on panel.
What do you want, Queen?
Okay, first of all, the stuff with RSN is from 2020. I've been over it since 2020. I need the rest of you to catch up. It's 2025. My husband and I got back together by May of 2020. We've been happily together since, and we've been together since we got married in 2013. And we had a rough spot from December to May. And that's the only hard time in our marriage. And it was for a lot of reasons.
You're about to cry?
One of them, by the way, being that I was sexually assaulted. Okay, right before Halloween, the year before, which the community that you attach yourself to, by the way, has attacked me over, even though I won my court case. And I didn't even have to go testify because they had video evidence. And those are the people that you align yourself with. Secondly, I did do a video about you and Negs back when Negs and I weren't really cool, but we weren't really arguing either. It wasn't really about Negs. But in the video, it was because you came up on Negs' stream. I had no clue who you were. I was in the Just Jill stream. And she had mentioned your name. She said Russ. I said, are you talking about Ross Sutton, who is another troll? Because I had no clue who you were. I had never heard of you before. I'm not really in Gorl World. I only watch DC really from Gorl World. And it's always been that way since like 2019.
Why are you lying to me?
I'm not. This is literally what happened.
Queef of AIDS is targeting Russ. Queen of Spades. She's trying to dox you.
Well, somebody said that she already did dox me in somebody else's chat, but the mods that were in that chat removed it. I don't know what channel it was, but that's what I was told. And I shared, D. Higgins actually told me about it. And I shared what D. Higgins had sent me on Twitter on my community tab.
We'll go check that out.
That's the one.
Ah. Hey, I think I read this. Hey, both Degs and DC are off Twitter, and I don't know Illusionist Rebel, so I'm bringing it to you. Why is she trying to dox you?
I don't know.
Why is Winnie Widow down here saying, I always say my late husband was a Trump supporter, so he had it coming? Well,
I don't know.
What the fuck?
And then she said, hey, Queen, don't dox people in the chat, because she didn't know who I was talking about. And it looks like a first and last name. I'll give her that. And then people were like, no, that's the guy's name. She's not doxing. But no, Queen, that's not who we were talking about. People came to you that don't like me after that and told you that I was trying to dox you. And I believed that at the time, okay? And then you went up on Negs out of nowhere. You, brought me up. He wasn't even talking about me. We hadn't been beefing in a little while. And you were all like, yeah, Queen's after me. She's trying to dox me. And I was like, I literally have no clue what you're talking about unless you're talking about what happened in Just Chills. And I can see how that might have been.
No, I will
now, hold on. I gave you the benefit of the fucking doubt. And I will kick myself for that. And I even got mad at Negs in that fucking video. And I said, I think it's cruel that you guys all use Russ for troll things like this. Because you guys should have known that I don't dox people. I've never doxed anyone. No one's ever actually shown proof of me doxing anyone.
Why did you condone...
That's the funny thing. People accuse me of that. The only thing I've ever done is post up a sexual registry of someone, and then the girl claimed that it was her address on there. Yeah, why her address was used for this guy's sexual registry, well, I guess you'll have to go take that up with her. That's the only time I've ever posted an address on here. That has not been public information. I cover businesses that are public.
Can you calm down for a second? Because I have a question for you. Why did you condone your friend sending me sexually harassing emails when I didn't ask for that?
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. Because this is what I mean. I do that video. I kind of thought I was sticking up for you a little bit because I was telling people to lay off of you. Because I literally thought that you're a little slow. And I was like, obviously it's easy for them. Okay, I know because they used to try to do it to me, Russ. I have autism too. And I also have really bad CPTSD and ADHD apparently. I'm right fucked up. All right, I know what it's like to have people try to use you for all their trolls. They've all done it to me. I've been through all of it with every single one of them. I met Tragic on here before I met RSN, but I've been getting stalked by him and Dark Ninja since September of 2019 or something stupid.
You think I haven't been through worse?
Dude, I've had CAS and cops at my house over 20 times. Worse. They've made up that my husband touches my kid. They've taken pictures of my husband with his shirt off in the pool with my daughter and then been like, oh, look, you're in the pool. He has a shirt off in the pool with his kid. He's touching her. And then they've called CAS and sent them to my house. They came to my house at midnight one time. Not that long ago either.
Okay, I'm sorry that all of that happened to you, but that's not my problem. Why are you trying to guilt trip me by telling me all that?
I'm not. What I'm saying to you now is that
yes, you are.
That's all I knew about you. All right? And I wasn't even an asshole to you in that video. You should go watch it again.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you.
You go watch it. It's still up. I never took it down. I don't delete things like you do, bud.
No, it has nothing to do with the video.
When you have nothing to hide, you don't have to delete shit. All my shit's still up. If I take things down, it's things like I took down my Carly videos because I agreed that I'd leave her alone. I took down my suit videos because he got weird. Like, okay? Like, there's reasons why I take things down that I would normally not delete things, but everything else still up. That's still up. You can go watch it. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Russ,
see it again.
out of nowhere, Russ, and it's like 2 years later, okay? And all of a sudden, people are coming to me, and they were like, Russ is making up, which I appreciate. I was like, oh, thank God, at least they know he's making it up. Russ is making up that one of your friends is sexually assaulting. My friends on YouTube are the people that are in my chat. Most of them are male. Most of my mods and stuff are male.
I showed proof of the emails. Why don't you talk about that?
I don't know who that is.
They said they were close with you.
Do you know how many people on here claim things about me? I have like 6 guys on here that claim that they flirted with me at one time. Even Hatman's girlfriend Emma made up I tried to flirt with her.
Oh my God.
I literally,
I don't know who that is.
People make up shit about me all the time because I'm fair gamed on here. You could just do that to me and people will go, oh, okay, yeah, it's about Queen, I'll believe it. She writes a lot of words on the internet, so she talks a lot, so must be true. She's crazy.
They do the same to me. Do you see me complaining about it half the time? No?
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
What do you mean,
but
yes?
to me, you're making this up. To me, like, I don't have a friend on here that knows you. None of my friends are in Gorl World. All of my friends watch, like, Always Marco and like, MLM channels and shit. I don't think you realize what world I come from. I come from, like, the people that cover, like, Scientology. That left Scientology and people that cover MLMs because they left MLMs. And I'm not even from Gorl World.
Mm-hmm. I still don't believe you.
Go check my channel, Russ.
You'll never believe anybody, dude.
What do I cover?
I don't have to do nothing. I don't believe anybody.
I only covered Foodie Beauty one time because her and her husband were doing this funny-ass internet website scam thing. And she had beezer spray, and it was funny. But it was a scam. Like, it has to be a scam-related or cult-related for me to cover it.
Hey, Russ, what is it you got to do that's so important that you don't have 5 minutes to watch a video?
I don't have to do anything because I already know that she is a lying hypocrite. No, I think you knew a lot.
Won't you go prove it then? Won't you go prove it then?
I don't have to prove nothing. No, I know what.
You just know. Okay, cool.
I literally, like, don't know who you're talking about. I don't have a friend on here that talks to you, let alone one that would be interested in you.
You're lying again.
I fucked up big time having empathy for Russ. I've always been a bit of a sucker for underdogs, stray cats, and dogs. He is fucking disgusting and belongs in the bodega.
You a hoe, you a bitch, you think that you cute as shit.
Bitch, no! I now actually believe those videos Negs made were true for once when it comes to him. Something is very wrong with him. He made a bodega boy for life video. Blech. Fortunately, he only had my email, some stories that were partially true, with some bullshit mixed in when he started asking too many questions. He thinks I live in Toronto. You are the only other person who has this Gmail, and it's only for YouTube, so I can delete it if I start getting anything weird. But so far, he's only doxed my Gmail name and my first name spelled wrong. I just don't feel like losing my premium subscriptions and playlists. The video reeing about me and you, I'm sorry, only had about 40 views, and it was gone last I saw. It made no sense anyways. He brought up S, and she puts her name there, to Papa Nags on Rumble, whining that I called him an incel, suicide baiter, and Nags literally said, who gives a fuck? Since I have no channel or other social media, I doubt they would care about me or about him enough to look further into me. It just sounds like more of his sick fan fiction, really. Yeah, and they better not start caring now. So Russ, sweetheart, you are out here doxing people I know in hopes to be some victim of mine? No, actually, I'm definitely not lying about that. You want to come into my chat the next time I'm live? I'll probably be live tomorrow. You can ask the ladies in chat if they'd be interested in you.
You are backpedaling. You are not telling the truth at all. No.
Jesus, you're such a fucking...
Like, why do you want one of my friends to be sexually harassing you? Why do you want that to be a narrative? I often wonder this about you guys, because some of you come up with some real fucked narratives about me.
Beth,
it's like, why is that the one you chose?
I wanted a friend of yours to sexually harass me. I didn't ask that person to email me.
Okay, well,
I didn't even give that don't know the person. My email address.
I don't know the person, so what am I supposed to do about it? How am I supposed to tell someone I don't know not to email you? Do you want to explain that to me? Because this happens to me all the time. This isn't even the first time that some idiot has claimed this about me. And I often need to know, like, how am I supposed to act on things before I know them?
You said in your video that you did about me, if Russ doxes so-and-so, we're going to have some problems. You obviously know the person if you're stating that. Like, do you not understand how that works? You can't make a claim like that towards somebody.
Who is the person?
Susie
Let's
Quinn
start there. Okay, who is the person? What is their name?
Susie Quinn is the person that was emailing me.
Susie Quinn. I don't know this person by name.
I've shown the emails already all over Twitter.
I don't have Twitter, Russ.
I've heard of
I can't have Twitter
chicken.
because your friends report me the second I get a Twitter. I'm not allowed on Twitter. They like to talk about
then you know, hey, maybe somebody else can show you because I put the emails out there already.
If you have an issue with a person, Russ, take it up with that person.
Exactly.
You think I'm going to email somebody that sexually harassed me? No.
Oh,
yeah.
Why are you taking up? Well, why are you taking up with Queen? She had nothing to do with it.
Exactly. What you think that Queen is sending out flying monkeys to sexually harass you of all people? Are you crazy?
This person said to me that Queen was who put them up to it.
Oh,
so that's why I believed it.
And you believed it.
Do you believe this because you've heard that Queen has been known to send some people fake pictures, maybe?
What does that have to do with anything? No.
Well, I'm just wondering where you've gotten this idea from, because I don't tell other people to do that. I do that shit myself. I've literally done it to guys on here. One of them you brought up earlier.
Men?
So I'm kind of like,
you're admitting you sexually harassed men? Wow.
No, but I have been one to troll back with some fake pictures. When guys come and troll me, they know I'm married. They push me for pictures. I tell them no. They get threatening or something. And then I send them fake shit. It's happened.
Birds of a feather are flocking together. You admitted to sexually harassing men. That's what you did. Don't deny it.
Well, it's not sexual harassment when they're bugging you for the pictures, and then you send them fake pictures because you get tired of them bugging you.
Well, no,
I think at that point, aren't they sexually harassing me?
Yeah, pretty much.
But I'm just sending them something because if I just block them, Russ, I get 12-hour streams made about me.
Okay, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do if one day you end up doing that to the wrong person? Not every guy is going to tolerate that.
Oh, well, then maybe they shouldn't hit on a married woman. And be creepy because she named herself after a card. And they decide it's some kind of fetish thing from porn sites that I'm not into.
No, I'm talking about
That's not my problem. I told them.
They
didn't want to believe me. They wanted to keep it going. So yeah, okay, sorry. I troll them back.
I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, listen, I've been through hell on here. I deserve a little fun. I've earned that shit.
I'm talking about a dude who probably won't even bother flirting with you. Would you do that to a man who's not flirting with you?
No, why the fuck would I do that? I'm with a
Because
half a man.
You admitted
She's
that
not
you
you,
The
like
fuck
to
would I
sexually
do that
harass
for?
men.
Be right back.
I'm with the father of my child.
Doesn't change the fact that you can't have something on the side.
I don't want anything on the side. What would I want something on the side for? Especially on the internet.
You
What's that gonna do for me?
You had a thing with RSN. That's something on the side.
For me, it wasn't real.
It's still
That's the
something on
thing.
the
For
side.
me, it wasn't real. I didn't think it would be for them either.
Oh, you put that poor dude through so much shit. Don't even.
Not
don't
really.
even try to
I just
gaslight
yelled at
me.
him one night and then tried to leave.
Oh no, there's a lot more to it than that. There's so much content.
Oh, here we go.
Not really.
Yes, there
Then
is.
him and his friends all streamed about me for years. And look, you guys are still bringing it up.
Because you can't get over it. You're still upset over it.
I'm not the one that brought it up. You guys are. Even in the chat, I wasn't the one that brought it up.
But you
The
were
girl
upset.
was.
You were still upset about it for a very long time.
No, not
Why?
really.
Yes. Yes.
No, 2 weeks later, my husband and I were streaming together, asking you guys to leave us alone.
You did more than one video about CJ.
Why? Yeah, in response. All my videos after that are responses.
Yes, in response to you
CJ,
being
to whoever
mad
else.
over him not wanting to fuck you.
I didn't want CJ.
Yeah, you did.
Russ, why don't you ask
Otherwise,
CJ
you
what
wouldn't have
happened
done
with that
multiple
girl he
videos
took
about
to the hotel?
You know, like, we were friends. I was a little upset to lose a friendship. And that's what I was upset about.
It was a lot more than that, and there's proof that it was a lot more than that.
Oh, there's proof. There he is with his proof. Okay.
Yeah, do you realize, Russ, I'm the one that released all of our messages?
Who?
Because he was lying about things and people were lying about things, so I went, all right, here they all are.
So you're admitting that you dumped DMs? Wow, that's another real great look for you.
Yeah, if you lie about our DMs, I will show them.
Harassing men. First you admit that you like to sexually harass men, and now you're admitting that you like to dump DMs. Wow.
No.
Yes, Queen.
No.
Yep.
You know what, Queen, don't worry. He puts words in people's mouths all the time.
You're trying to twist what I say.
No, I'm not. You admitted to it.
No, I said I got fed up with guys sexually harassing me, so I sent them fake pics. That's what I literally said.
That's the same as sexual harassment.
What, sending fake pics? Why, because I hurt their feelings?
Kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing.
That's my big crime. What a shame.
Yeah, what a shame.
They're still not over it 6 years later.
Why does it matter how long ago it was? The fact that you did it is enough.
Well, what about why I had to do it? Why are we harassing a married woman on the internet that already told you to fuck off 6 years ago?
Well, I'm sorry you're having to deal with that. You shouldn't have to be dealing with that.
Apparently not. You're adding to it here.
Why don't you just block the person? Why do you have to do that?
You're the person. Russ, you're literally carrying it on right now.
True.
What was the first thing you said to me when I came on here, Russ?
You brought up
Why did I come up here, Russ? No. Why did I come up here? Because you were like, why don't you leave CJ alone? That was you. You're the one. And I have you blocked.
Yeah, pretty much
anyone
who's sane has him blocked, so.
I've had you blocked ever since you started making up that I wanted to dox you. Because I was like, Lord, I don't want him to even see me because what if he sees something I say and then twists it again?
You wanted to be doxxed?
I'm talking about dudes that you've claimed are harassing you. Why don't you block them?
I have on all 7 of the accounts that he's tried to get a hold of me on and on all 5 emails.
Okay,
you don't know what I've gone through with that. Nobody does because no one's ever asked me for my side. And at this point, I'm not telling it.
Okay.
Because I'm so fucking over it.
Why send pictures? Why not just block the person and be done with it?
Oh, Russ.
I tried, Russ. There's a problem, though. Every girl that's ever tried to leave that community gets harassed for several years. They're forced to return there, and then if they don't return, they get streamed about and streamed about and streamed about.
Oh, sounds
Oh
familiar.
no.
Yeah, he actually has a huge record of doing that to girls.
Jesus,
I'm
Pete.
sure
And
he
several
does.
victims. Yet for
All
some
right,
reason,
well,
everyone helps him harass me. So why don't we stop doing that, considering when Onision was on Hanson, they were calling him Onision 2.0 and wanting to put him up there.
Yikes.
So fuck
Yeah,
off.
yikes.
I'm going to go to bed. Thank you all for amusing me even more. This was great.
Yeah, good night,
Yeah,
Grandpa.
bye, Grandpa. Jinx.
I want to clarify that I do not personally know Susie Quinn. Someone emailed me saying they were trying to help Russ get away from the bodega, and later sent me the email that I ended up sharing. I had no involvement in anything that may have happened in between. Susie never came into my chat, joined my Discord, or participated in my community in any way. I fail to see how I could be held responsible for any alleged sexual harassment, especially since, based on what I was told, it seems unlikely anything of that nature occurred. She reportedly wasn't interested in Russ in that way. I can only take responsibility for my own actions. And I'm sorry, Russ, I'm not Susie. What I don't understand is how Russ and his friends claim I'm to blame for this situation, yet they take no accountability when members of their community use dog whistles to call me a psycho and claim that I'm an unfit mother, knowing I'm a mother and that such language could lead to people calling CAS on me. It all makes no sense to me, and I want no further involvement in any of it, or again, with any of those people. This will be my last response. The worst of the internet is also going to have to take this as my last response to him as well, since I believe that all of this was very heavily encouraged by that community. Move the hell on. Leave me be. I said one thing about you in a chat, and you guys have been flipping out for a week. Bitch is tired.